concept of the measurement of time. Basically, time is very important, and once the time has passed, you cannot bring back the original time. You cannot live in the past. That is why it is rightly said that we should manage our time properly. Now, as you know, the time is very important, but nowadays we have various types of instruments to measure time. But in the ancient India or in the ancient history, people did not have various instruments. So basically, in the earliest time, people used to have calendars, which only tells about the various months, and that included various types of days. So calendar had months and days only. It does not tell about various types of time or the time of sunrise, time of sunset, etc. So this was the first category or the first type of measurement of time. But when civilization started, people started living in a settled community. They started to divide this day into different segments. Now the day constituted of the sunrise. People started to measure the sunrise. They started to measure the sunset. This was how the day was divided into various types. The first was the sunrise, then came the sunset. But later on, people developed the instrument known as clock. And nowadays also we use the instrument known as clock, and clock is used to measure the time. It is the only instrument that is used to measure the time in nowadays. And we have different types of clocks with various types of inventions. But basically in the early times, people used to have three basic instruments. The first instrument used to measure time or used to measure the movement of the time, how the time passes. The first one was the sundial. Basically, sundial, as already it is in their name, that is the sun. So it works on the movement of the sun. As you all know, sun rises in the east and sets in the west. So it also works on the movement of the sun. So that is why it is known as the sundial. That is the check the movement of the sun. It can be measured. It can be used to measure the time during sunrise and the time during sunset. In India, you can find sundial in part of Delhi, that is Jantar Mantar. Jantar Mantar basically has a sundial which works on the movement of the sun. The next instrument is the hourglass. Basically, hourglass consists of two bulbs made up of glass in an opposite, or we can say in an inverted position. So it is something like this. People used to have sand, and this sand used to travel from the upward bulb or in the top bulb to the bottom bulb. So when the sand travels down because of the help of gravity, they used to measure the time with the movement of the sun. And similar type is the third instrument known as the water clock. Water clock is similar to the hourglass, but in the hourglass we used to have the sand. In the water clock we used to have any liquid, basically water. Now the movement of this water from the top part to the bottom part was used to measure the time. So these three instruments were used by the early time or the early people to measure time. One was sundial, then we had hourglass, and then was the water clock. But later on in 1656, a major invention took place, basically in the United States or the United Kingdom, because all the inventions in the early time used to took in that place. In this year, it was the development of the pendulum clock. And from this period, we could measure the possibility of various, we could measure the time during one day, and that is used to measure the time till now. So basically this invention was done by Christiana Huygens. In 1656, that was the invention of the pendulum clock. But pendulum clock was also not very accurate. We could not measure this pendulum clock to do various laboratory experiments or to use by the scientists. So later on, we came to know another type of clock, that was the atomic clock. This clock could even measure the smallest measurement of the time. It could be in nanoseconds or microseconds, because these type of measurement could be used in various experiments. Pendulum clock could not be used in the experiments, but in day-to-day life we can use the pendulum clock. Now you should also know certain types of conversions in the time, but basically the SI unit of time is the second. We generally the standard unit of time, SI means the standard time. The standard measurement unit is the seconds. Now as you know, in 1 minute we have 60 seconds. In 1 hour or in 1 hour we have 60 minutes. Then in 1 day we have 24 hours. In 1 year we have 365 1/4 days. And then we have 1 decade is equal to 10 years. And then we have 1 century is equal to 10 decades, which is equal to 100 years. And then we have 1 millennium is equal to 10 centuries. That means 1000 years. So basically we can say that these are the various types or very commonly used terms in time to measure time, that is minutes, hours, seconds, centuries and millennium. So basically what we have discussed till now is that how the earlier people used to measure time. They used to have calendars which could tell them the month or the day. Later on the day was divided into sunrise and the sunset. The earliest part was known as the sunrise or the beginning of the day. Sunset was known as the ending of the day. But in 1656 it was a development of the pendulum clock by Christiana Huygens. Then we came to know about the 3 instruments used to measure time. One was sundial, basically it worked the movement of the sun from east to the west. Then came the hourglass, worked on the movement of the sun from the top bulb to the bottom bulb. And the third one was the water clock. This was the concept of measurement of time.